Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be doing a full Lego room tour. Plus, we're going to do an in-depth look into our Lego city. But before we go any further, let me just say, if you like this video, any of the videos on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's do this full Lego room tour after the intro coming in here now. We're going to start this Lego tour by taking a look at our motorized Hogwarts Express as it makes its way through Jurassic Park, because yes, it can make it all the way around our Lego display, at least the parts that have train tracks, that is. As you see it going through by the pirates and everything, and as it makes its way into the Harry Potter section. And then here it is going around our massive Lego Hogwarts castle. And speaking of Harry Potter, that is where we're going to begin this Lego room tour, in our Harry Potter section. And this is full of a lot of different mocks and everything. This is where the missus has put her, blood, sweat, and tears. And this is her massive castle here. It is the biggest castle you will see in today's video, as you get a look at all the different things, trying to recreate scenes from the movies and everything. For the sake of time, I can't go super in depth to Harry Potter and some of the other sections in today's video, so I'm going to put a link in here now if you want to see a real in-depth tour of our Harry Potter section. But you definitely should check out the channel as we do more and more updates. And here you can see the other side, and she has her Hogsmeade village there, and still have some more sets and everything to build. It's very much a work in progress and everything, but it's coming together fantastic. Let's get another look at our Hogwarts Express now. Here it is, and we have more updates coming into that, so stay tuned. And here is the mock of the Quidditch match that the missus put together. Very cool. You gotta have some Quidditch in your Harry Potter world. And there is her Burrows mock, and Lego's getting ready to release a UCS version. And she did kind of her own quite a few years back, and here it is. Very cool Burrows. Get a little look on the inside there a bit. And as we see Hagrid's hut and the Whomping Willow and the Shrieking Shack, and here's Diagon Alley, the most recent thing that she's done in her Harry Potter section. And look at it just coming to life with all the different characters. It's got the hustle and bustle that you want in a nice alleyway, and very cool. You see all the different sets. Some of them are mocks and the official Diagon Alley set as well. And of course, we have to have Gringotts, and there's Grimwald Place next to it with the rest of the official Diagon Alley sets and everything. And here's another look at the Gringotts Bank. Very cool set. We have some plans in store for the bottom section, but for now we just have it like this. And that concludes Harry Potter. And now we're going to move on to the pirate section. There is the Flying Dutchman, Black Pearl, lots of different pirate ships and everything. I'll put in a link here going more in depth into the pirates than we have time for this particular video. And also check out my pirate ship video going into all my different pirate ships as well. So check out both of those videos. And then here is our Port Royal, and we get a little look at our Tortuga next to it, and the Rock Island and our natives, islanders, as we see a little bit more of our Port Royal from this side. And there's the Imperial Trading Post classic set. And there's the back of Rock Island Refuge as we move on over to our Islanders section. Gotta have some islanders as we get a look at everything from this vantage point, all the different ships and everything. Huge Pirates fan, one of my original favorite themes to collect for. And so if you're a Pirates fan, definitely check out more videos on the channel. And now we'll move on to Lord of the Rings, and this is the one that we've been putting in, or at least I've been putting in the most work in as of late. We've got to have the new Barad-Dur set, Orthanc next to it. And I'm really happy with how everything's coming here in our Lego Middle Earth. All the different scenes that we were able to recreate in Lego form has been a fun experience. And it's just a great theme that I'm glad to see Lego giving another go. As you see the Rivendell set, and then our Shire mock next to it. You gotta have some kind of Shire in your Middle Earth, and this is ours. Lots of talk about what will be the next Lord of the Rings set to be released. Put down in the comments which one you're looking forward to. And that concludes Lord of the Rings for this tour. And now we're going to move on to Castle. Gotta love classic Lego Castle. And this is our Nottingham Village with our Camelot Castle there. It is where our Crusaders call home King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Merlin the Wizard. And then here is our Nottingham Village outside of it. Lots of different sets from over the years. Because, Lego Castle is right up there with Lego Pirates for me. Just one of my absolute favorite Lego themes to collect for. And it's another theme that's been getting a resurgence as of late. And so as a collector, that has been fun to experience. As we see a little bit of our Sherwood Forest on the right. And here is our Nottingham Farms here. And here's more of our Sherwood Forest, home of our forestmen, with Robin Hood and his merry men, and Maid Marian and Little John, and all those characters. I actually do a Lego Dungeons and Dragons game, and I incorporate all these characters and everything. So check out the channel for some more of that. And of course, be on the lookout for future castle updates and everything as I add things to the display, make changes and whatnot. As we see our Camelot Market here. And here's the look on the inside of Camelot Castle. It is the 90th anniversary. Lion Knight's Castle's the main key. And that's my Camelot Castle as we get another look at the jousting and the other parts of Nottingham Village. And then over here on this side, I have all the rest of the castles in my collection, with all occupied by different factions throughout Lego's history. Because I love all these different classic Lego Castle factions from over the years, and it's fun to give them their own castle in their own home, and do little stories and put scenes together for them. And here's a little Indiana Jones mock that I put together along with some Lego adventure sets from the 90s. Love Indiana Jones. And then now we're going to move on to Jurassic Park. And here is the big gate. You have to have the gate if you're going to have Jurassic Park. And as we saw earlier, the train does go through it. And as for the rest of the park, I'm actually going to be doing a full update on this section next week, so stay tuned for that. So for now, I'm going to keep it kind of quick, and here is some stuff my son just set up, trying to recreate famous scenes from the films and everything. Just doing different things with the dinosaurs and having fun and, playing with it, because that's his stuff. The Jurassic Park section is very much our son's pride and joy. He loves collecting it, loves all the big dinosaurs, and we do too, the molded dinosaurs. It's a fun theme to collect for. A lot of people have zoos in their Lego cities, and we decided to up the ante and add a Jurassic Park, so this is kind of like our zoo in our Lego city. And it's fun with all the molded dinosaurs, and you can see the train goes all the way around through the gate and everything. And we still need to get the Stegosaurus set, so there's a couple of more things we'll be adding to that. But let me know down in the comments if you like Jurassic Park. And now we're gonna take a look at our Lego city, and this one you see is our train going through the bridge, because we do have the train going through the tower bridge in our Lego city. I've always wanted to use that bridge and incorporate it into a city, because to this date it's the coolest Lego bridge, and I love bridges and I love how they look in a city. I don't do a lot of city updates on the channel, so I'm gonna go real in depth here through our Lego city. So let's take a look at my Gen City, and we're gonna start with this Avengers Tower mock that we put together just with some little sets that we had, and I've made a little tunnel so the train can go through it. And speaking of trains, here is our third train. So we have 3 motorized trains, and this is the cargo train. And I put together these train cars for it many years ago, but it's a nice train. I love the Lego trains. As we get a look here at our Quickie Mart, and this is a super fun Simpsons set. You gotta love the Quickie Mart. And as we move on over, and this is a Ministry of Magic rebrickable mock that we put in our Lego city. It looks good in here. And then next to that you see some more of these. Look at the vehicles and everything. And here is our downtown area, and we have our Christmas tree up. It stays up all year round because it's such a nice looking tree in front of our town hall. And this is our police headquarters, and Mayor Humdinger leads the way. But something's going on here, because all these minifigures are, you know, my son plays in our city all the time, so I just kind of stuck them wherever they were, and these are scenes he all put together. As we get a look here, and here's a couple eating at the Parisian restaurant. And here is our Ghostbusters firehouse. Love this set. One of my absolute favorite Lego sets to date. But I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, and so is my son. He put together these minifigures here. And here's a look on the inside of the firehouse. We have 2 Ecto ones, and you know, lots of minifigures and everything. We are massive Ghostbusters fans. We actually have flight suits and real proton packs that we wear on Halloween. And then next you see our ducks from our Disney ducks, and they're out in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. And when I saw this building, I knew I wanted to add it to our Lego city, because it's just a fantastic modular building. One of the better ones to date, in my opinion. And then here is the DeLorean. This is the Lego Ideas DeLorean. I just recently did some changes to it, tried to make it look a little better. Here is part of our assembly square. We actually did some modifications to it. And there is the back of it. You can see all these characters. Again, my son just did all this. This is just how he plays down here. I just cleaned it up good enough to do a video. And this is the Pet Shop brownstone house. And this is where our Lego family lives. There was a couple of our custom sig figs out in front, but they're not our main ones. Our main ones are, I think they're inside the house right now. I should have brought them out for the video, but alas, as we see a look at the bookshop, and then here's some guys next to it having some coffee at the cafe, and here's the rest of the Assembly Square building, and we turned it into a corner section here. So that's one of the modification we did, and there's a battle going on top here. There's Loki and Magneto, and there's all kinds of superheroes dealing with it. It's a fun little scene. And then here is the original Sanctum Sanctorum set, and we turned this into our Spider-Man like house apartment, and here's all of our different Spider-Men just kind of hanging out there. I just set them up there because they were just all over the place. So this is where Spider-Man live, and next to that we have a little ATM machine, just some minifigures hanging out there. As we get a look And then here is some Star Wars. Yes, we do have Lego Star Wars stuff. And here's some of our minifigures hanging out in our city. And now we're going to move on down by the pier and see all the different stuff going on here. There's the old fishing store. Great Lego Ideas set. A lot of people hold it in high regard. As we see the rest of our pier and the tower bridge back there and some boats down there in the harbor. And then here's a fun little thing going on over there. And then here, down here on the beach, and I don't know what's going on. These are just all minifigures that my son was playing with, and I just set them up here. They got some kind of something going on at the beach. Little sand castle being built based on the Hogwarts castle. And our little lighthouse. And there in front of Tower Bridge, you can see a little green goblin tower. But just look at the Tower Bridge. Again, I think it's the best Lego bridge to date, and I wanted to incorporate it into the city, and making the train go through it was the best idea I could come up with. As we see some guys surfing here on a classic Lego base plate. I thought it made a cool wave. I get another look at the old fishing store. Nice little pier section for our Lego city. And here's another look at the boats and everything down in the harbor. A nice little police boat. There's a stingray down in the water. As we move on to the Green Goblin Tower. And this is just a little Spider-Man and his amazing friends set. And, you know, I kind of liked it, so I put it here. You got to watch out for sharks in the water. And here's a little Jurassic Park boat. Well, I shouldn't really say little. Jurassic Park boat for our water. And there is a look at our little harbor section. And now take a look at the brick bank here. Very nice Lego modular buildings. One of my favorite one. I like this whole block here coming up. But on top of it, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Something my son did. But there's Deadpool and Wolverine hanging out on top of the brick bank. Check out the new movie. Sounds like it's pretty great. As we get a look at this street view. See all the different cars and people out and about. And again, I really like this city block here with the brick bank and the jazz club and the Palace Cinema there. And here is our Speed Champions. I'm a big fan of these Speed Champions. I like the price point on them, and I'm always have my eyes on getting some more. I have one or two that I still need to build. I also have my eyes on a couple of the Ferraris in the store still. But this Countach here, that's probably my favorite overall. The Green Lotus, that's the missus. And now we see a look at the Palace Cinema here. Another great Lego modular building. I like the way the sign looks and everything. Always been a big fan of the Palace Cinema. And look at these minifigures just hanging out. Again, my son was playing, and they're up to some kind of adventure. Got Mickey or Minnie and Daisy down at the jazz club. Groot and Ghost Rider. I don't know what they're up to there. They're up to something out in front of the Palace Cinema. And so yeah, there's that city block, and here is the back of it. That's a Big Fig Venom, and there's a Psylocke and Thanos in the back of these city buildings. Not a whole lot going on there. And next up is our Winnie the Pooh as we move our way into our Disney section. As if you're a big fan of Lego Disney or Disney in general, we've got some big plans coming in the future, so stay tuned for that. And here is our Disney castle. This is the original castle. We actually prefer this one over the new one. We just like the way it looks and everything a little bit better. And here's all the minifigures in our collection here as we get a look on the inside of the castle here a bit. Very cool set. This was the prettiest set in our collection for a number of years, but Rivendell has since dethroned it, but it still is number 2 in my opinion. Absolutely beautiful set. And here's a look at all the different minifigures. Lots of different Mickeys and Minnies. And the red shirt with the polka dot Minnie. Daisy, Donald, Pinocchio, Little Mermaid. Still waiting on minifigs for these characters, so we have the mini dolls of them for now. And here is a couple of more, like this Mickey with the wizard's hat and everything from Fantasia. Peter Pan, Captain Hook. And the missus, she was a big fan of it. She collects all this stuff. And there's Robin Hood and Prince John there. And there's Merida and Alice in Wonderland. And there's another look from top down. And next to it is the Up House. Very cool Lego set that came out not too long ago. And then next to that is the McAllister house from Home Alone. And this is kind of like our Christmas section, Christmassy area where I put all of our like Christmas type stuff. And here is just a little look at some of the stuff we have going on here. Another little tree and the different holiday type characters and everything hang out over here. Here's the McAllisters. And very cool set, this house. Highly recommend it. And there's Santa on top of it, just waiting for the Christmas season to come again. And then here's a little Fox Minecraft set. Very cool little house. As we get a look, and next to that we see the haunted section, and that's going to be coming up here soon, all the different horror elements. But next we're going to take a look at this city block, and we see our prison there, Arkham Asylum, and then Cafe Corner, Green Grocer, Fire Brigade, Grand Emporium. So we have all this soul section here to get into yet here in the video. And we're going to start with the Grand Emporium, and this is like our shopping mall for our city. And Green Goblin looks like he's hanging around the Grand Emporium. And next to that is the Fire Brigade, best Lego fire station you could have in your city. And there is the Penguin's car. And next to that you see the Green Grocer. Fun, nice, classic Lego modular building. I've always been a fan of the Green Grocer myself. And here is the back of those buildings. See all the different minifigures. My son plays back here all the time on these buildings. Just all kinds of chaos going on. All the time. I never know what's going on, so I'm not even going to try to pretend that I know exactly what kind of adventure was in the middle of this before filming. And then next is Cafe Corner here, the original Lego modular, and we actually put an interior on ours, but I'm not going to go into that here on the video. And there's a look at the back of it. And here is this street view looking down towards the Quickie Mart. And there is Arkham Asylum. And this is a fun Lego Batman movie set, I believe. And I recently added this little prison on the side of it. Because the asylum is for the supervillains, the real messed up people going to isolation, but you needed a regular prison for your regular felons. And here is a look at the asylum. And here is the prison section with the Batmobile out in front. This guy just got caught. There's Chief Wiggum hanging out. Looks like he's eating a donut. And there's the little tower, and here's a look on the inside a bit. Like I said, I just put this together. Here's our female section where our female inmates go. That's their cell block, and there's lots of police on patrol. The helicopter can take off from there. As you see the top of the tower there, and there's Chief Wiggum hanging out in there, not getting much done. And here is our yard where inmates can go hang out during the day, get some exercise and whatnot. And here is our male cell block. See all these different scoundrels and prisoners and everything. We wonder what they did to get locked up in here. And then here's our basketball hoop on this tower here. And this is for the Arkham Asylum, and here's an officer, stationed, and this is our high security ward where all the supervillains end up going. You see Two-Face and the Riddler there, and here's the little, Barbara Gordon station. All the different security and officers. You gotta have heavy duty security to cover all these criminals like Catwoman and Poison Ivy. There's the Joker there working on Harley Quinn. She better be careful. And there's our laundromat there. And then here's a look down this street view. And we're going to start with the Muppets. And we have our little area here where they get together and they play their music and all of our Muppets hang out. Little mock that Mrs. put together for our Muppets here in our Lego City. And then here is our horror section. And this has been really fun area to add to our Lego City. And we're going to start here with this little gas station slash, side road, little corner store. But everything is not quite as it appears. There's something a little strange about these characters, these little farmers and their farmers market. They seem a little odd, and that's because it's Leatherface's family. So you better be careful when you come around to this farm. These minifigures better be on their lookout for Leatherface. And here is the look on the inside of their little corner store. Of course, this is based on the stuff from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, classic horror slasher film. And it is either the Hewitt family or Sawyer family, depending on which iteration you watch. And here is that. And next is our Evil Dead cabin, and this is a mock work in progress. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it here. One of these days we'll get around to adding some more to our Evil Dead cabin. But next up is our Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy's house slash Nancy Thompson's house, 1428 Elm Street. Because again, we are big horror fans, and Freddy Krueger's one of the best slashers, and there is a cast of characters all famous in the films I made out of to Sig Figs, and it is on Elm Street. And there is a famous Chevy Impala known from the TV show Supernatural, but there is Michael Jackson leading a gang of zombies in a musical dance number. Better watch out there, because it's a thriller night. And there is Mulder and Scully out on the lookout. And there is Pennywise, and these children better be careful, because that is it. And here is our haunted graveyard in front of the Monster Fighters haunted house. And we have lots of different spooky characters, the official Monster Fighters characters, collectible minifigures, and custom printed on Lego parts minifigures as well. And here's the Winchesters from the TV show Supernatural. That was their Chevy Impala parked out there. And here is a look at all the different minifigures and tombstones and everything in our little horror graveyard section. Michael Myers, Ghostface, the original Pennywise, and lots of werewolves and ghosts and zombies and witches and who knows what else, because like I said, we love our horror movies. And there's the Monster Fighters, Vampire, and Dracula there, Beetlejuice. Here is a xenomorph from Alien I got off of Etsy, and a fly creature, gargoyle. Gotta have a gargoyle. And then here is the vampire bat up top. And then now we're going to move into our Camp Crystal Lake. Again with the horror movie stuff, right? And here is Jason. And I just had my son put him wherever he wanted, and he chose Jason to be chasing the ducks. So I guess that's what Jason's hunting today. So all the counselors can have fun not worrying about that because Jason's going after the ducks. And here's people out on a kayak, and there's our otters out in front of this little section. And this came with the A-frame cabin, but I moved it over here, thought it looked great next to there. And speaking of the A-frame cabin, there it is. Very cool Lego idea set as well. I like the A-frame cabin a lot, and it's actually in the newest Evil Dead movie, Evil Dead Rise, so it's kind of horror related. Here's a little cabin mock, and here's a little section here, and another little cabin mock we have over here. And then here is our three-tailed wolf. Shout out to Brick Hive. I got inspired for that from him, and there's a moose there, and here's our bald eagle, and there's a leprechaun, and here's our train section. And in this cabin you can see my son put some of his Jurassic Park characters, and there's the rest of that. Well, that concludes my in-depth city tour, but the video is not over because we have a couple extra surprises here. And we're going to start with, this is a table where we actually do our streaming and everything, and our live builds, and you can see all the stuff we have going on here. This is stuff for Lego Dungeons and Dragons, and here is the Snow White house. Again, we got some Disney plans coming. There's the red dragon from the Dungeons & Dragons set. And here's just a look at all of the different Lego, bulk Lego we have lying around. And it's somewhat sorted. Our sorting was a good system, but it's a little messed up now. But we can never have enough pieces. Even with all this bulk Lego, we still don't have enough. And here's the light box that I film reviews and everything in. And here's some more Dungeons and Dragons. It's an actual dungeon here. Stay tuned to the channel for that. And here is in that Harry Potter section. We were installing a light kit in there. And then here's this other table, and it's full of just stuff my son plays with. And there it is, folks. That is my video for you guys today. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, especially if you made it all the way to the end here. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.